I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to my granddad, my dada, for everything that he's done. I mean, look at this place. It's absolutely amazing. And exactly. Come on. It's unbelievable. And honestly, more than a businessman that he is, and what an exceptional businessman, as a role model to everybody in his family and probably most people or everyone around here, we just want to say a massive, massive thank you, Dada. It's been an absolute honor, and I'm so grateful to have this discussion. But firstly, I just want to ask you, how do you find this 50th anniversary for I&M Bank? What does it mean to you?
Now, Sahil and Ishan, I'm very pleased to see you here. I feel very happy to see my family members and my all customers who have always supported me in this journey. I welcome my friends who especially traveled from London, Geneva, and Dubai to grace this occasion. I was fortunate that on 12 December 1963, I was here celebrating Kenya's Independence Day. It is a milestone that we are celebrating 50 years of the bank here. I also celebrated my 80th birthday in March, and seeing you all here, I feel a young man of 50 years. And if I had worn black tie, I would have looked 30 years. So I'm very grateful to my team and my clients for their support, and I'm very confident that the bank has a very bright future. Thank you.
It's been a great 50 years, and you can see so many people have come to celebrate with you. Now, because you guys have all put the effort to come here, even with the rain, I think it's only fair if I share my secret. So when I was younger, my dad told me that I&M was named Ishan and me. Now, as a young kid, you're obviously so excited. You think a whole bank's been named after you. Your brother's jealous. It's the best thing. But growing up, I understand the true meaning of I&M. And I understand it, but Dada, I want you to share with everyone. What does I&M mean to you? What inspired you to start it? And where did the name actually come from? Because I know it's not Ishan and me, but it might be something else.
Ishan, let me start my journey from beginning. I joined the family business in 1965. The family was running a retail shop in Riata Road, River Road, Nairobi. We were selling foodstuff, and we used to give goods on credit terms to our customers. At that time, we also had very strong relations with suppliers of building materials who wanted to sell their products to our customers. We guaranteed the payment to those suppliers, and our customer used to get their requirements on deferred payments. This created a lot of goodwill in the market, and our customer base was increased. During that time, it was not very common to have a bank account, and therefore, our customer used to put or to keep their surplus funds with us, available to them as and when they wanted. Sadly, your grandfather and my father, he died at a very young age. Sorry, it was your dad's grandfather, not yours. At a very young age in 1970, when I was only 26 years old. Rather than continuing working in the family shop, I saw an opportunity in investing in real estate, car hire leasing, equities, bill discounting, and giving loans on the mortgage. I therefore decided to close my shop in 1971. With the support of my younger brother Naveen, who's also here, we formed a new partnership firm under the name of Investments and Mortgages. We felt this name gave the true activities of the firm. In 1974, I moved to Phoenix House in Kenyatta Avenue. We enjoyed very cordial relations with other banks, and large credit facilities were available to us. We were advised to convert the partnership into a limited company to enjoy large credit with the banks. We therefore incorporated a new company, Investments and Mortgages Limited, in 1974 and wound up the partnership. I'm very happy that today we are celebrating 50 years of I&M Bank.
And honestly, like, to think and fathom that my dada was only 26 years old. I mean, I'm 23 going on 50 with my receding hairline and my beard, but it's honestly amazing to see what you've done at 26. But honestly, there must have been some very big challenges along the way. It couldn't have all been very easy to build a business, to start a business, especially in the early days. Could you please share with us exactly how was it?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
How was it, the challenges that you faced?
Yeah, all right, yeah. Well, in all the business, you encounter various challenges. I&M was first Asian financial institution here in Kenya. Between 1986 and 1987, new bank licenses were issued to other Asian businessmen. However, these competitors were not happy to see my progress. They wanted to bring down and ruin my reputation using unethical and malicious rumors, hoping my local customers would switch to the banks. This created unnecessary panic, affected the operation of the bank. Eventually, they were proven wrong and confidence in the bank was regained. Our customers and well-wishers' support and prayers is what made us strong during this tiring time. It reminds me that you should never try to dig a hole, otherwise you will just fall yourself. Another challenge I remember so strongly is when we had a Mount banking license from Bank of England, and we started a bank in London, Mount Banking Corporation Limited, in 1984. The bank was doing very well, but unfortunately, in 1992, there was a scam in India, and particular bank lost a lot of money, and they were misinformed that the money they lost has been deposited in our bank in London. Unfortunately, the Bank of England took a drastic action and appointed administrator and shut down our banks. The administrator informed all my deposits few times that they would be lucky if they get 30 pence in a pound. This naturally created panic among our depositors. We filed a legal case after case against that particular bank, and finally the case was rightly settled after 4 years. The bank the said bank apologized in newspaper in Kenya, UK, and India, and were regretful for the damages caused to us by their wrong action. Well, I'm proud to say that all my depositors were paid in full with interest and not 30% what the administrator said. But again, I'm very grateful to my customers, family, and friends who stood by us. My wife, Mina, stood by me and supported me through all this tiring period. I always be very grateful to her, Mina.
I mean, Dada, that's just very inspiring. The resilience you've shown, it's amazing. And Sahil and I, and everyone has a lot to take from that. But there's a saying that diamonds are made under pressure. And it seems that those troubling times have made something of success. And one thing I'd just like for you to share with all of us are the key milestones that you're proud of and that have made I&M what it is today.
Well, you both of my grandsons, I must tell you one first thing which is very important to me. It is always a proud moment when a family member joins the business. And in my case, it was your father and my son, Sarit, who joined the bank in 1993 and gave me a lot of support and relief. He is the third generation of the family, and seeing him taking over and being so successful makes me a very truly proud father. Secondly, Prabhako and DG, they become our shareholders. These are French and German government institutions, and it carried lot of prestige for the bank. The bank is able to get large unsecured facilities from various overseas banks. Then we had a merger of S.B.R Bank and I&M Bank, which really strengthened our foothold in the banking sector in Kenya. I&M Bank was listed in 2013 on Nairobi Stock Exchange, and now we have got 4,132 shareholders, putting the bank in a strong Tier 1 position and is on top 10 list. The group owns prime properties here, and it gives me a lot of pleasure to go to my new office every day on First Park Avenue.
I mean, Dada, it's growing up in Kenya. It's been amazing to see new I&M properties being developed around the country and around actually East Africa and hopefully more of Africa. But something Sahil and I, and also hopefully young entrepreneurs out there, the advice that you've got over the last 50 years, could you share some of that and what would make someone who's a young entrepreneur have a successful business?
Well, I would be very happy to see the bank grow and continue to serve our customers well. I would feel much happier when my customer proudly say that I bank with I&M Bank, the best bank. In future, many will reply, I&M Bank, and I do not need any other bank. I see a very bright future for I&M Bank, and I know it will continue to grow much bigger to serve many more customers. As a shareholder, also I expect a very high dividends. As for advice, I would tell the young person, look for an opportunity, work hard, And do not be scared if you are faced with challenges. I think I would also now like to introduce you as a fourth generation of the family, Silent Shan. And I'm very glad that you managed to come here. My two other grandchildren couldn't come because they had exams in England. I'm also very happy to see my daughter Sonia here, and I'm sure you would be happy for this to see this celebration. To end, I wish to thank and congratulate Sarit and his team for choosing this wonderful venue. They have spent a lot of time to ensure that the function is celebrated in the best way. They have no doubt spent a lot of money for this event, but I believe that money should be circulation in the benefit for all. Again, I will ask, where is Gul Khan here? Gul Khan, can you just stand up? Now, Gul Khan, I will pass this message to my directors that Sarit has spent quite a lot of money here. We, all the directors, will double the amount and increase your budget. So there is no worry for the shareholders. Lastly, I would like to thank God. He has always protected me during my difficult time. He shuts one door and then he very kindly opened other doors for better opportunities. Please enjoy the function. Thank you.
I'm so sorry to spoil the party a bit, but I think there's one more question we're all really, really itching to ask. And I mean, Dada, this year you've turned 80. It's the golden legacy for INM. Honestly, everyone here would think that what more could you possibly accomplish in life? But knowing you as your grandkids, we know how active you are, how much of snacks you go around to go and get. You always go for walks. You're always so young at heart, as you do look young as well. But what's going to happen now? Like, are you going to take a step back, or are you going to still keep being active? What's the plan?
Well, actually, as I said, I'm still so young at my heart, and I really enjoy being active. I love working and going to my office every day at one park, so I do not think this aspect of my life would change. Otherwise, you might see me with my wife Meena in helping her in greenhouse, looking after the orchids, and also in her kitchen.
Thank you so much. And Dada, this has honestly been a true pleasure for me and Ashan to have this conversation and for you to share all of this with everyone around us. And I just want to say a massive, massive thank you for everything you've done and all of this, especially because of you. Thank you so much.
Great, we're just going to have a photograph for them. And as they celebrate their grandfather, who has been a titan in the banking world, a colossus who has really taken INM from where it was back in '74 to today. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause, please, for Mr. S.B.R. Shah. Thank you so much.